Check it out, this is my brand new 2024 Husqvarna TX300, and in today's video I'm going to take you on a couple of reasons as to why I bought this bike. I'm going to take you on my first ride and I'll give you my first impressions. Now, since getting into the sport last year, after about a 15-year hiatus, I've been riding a YZ 125. That thing has been an absolute blast. However, I've transitioned more from riding motocross into riding trails, hare scrambles, and enduro events. And for that reason, I wanted something more appropriate for the rough and demanding terrain. This thing's gonna give me a lot more traction and a lot more bottom end power. No more struggling up the hills and no more excuses. So the reason I chose a Husqvarna over a KTM or a gas was simply the price point. My local dealer had them priced $1,000 cheaper. The only difference between this and the KTM is it does sit just a tiny little bit lower, so the ground clearance is like a few millimeters lower, and so it's a seat height. If anything, that might give me a little bit more stability, but the components are all the same. I still have the Brembo brakes. The gas version does not have Brembo, it's got the brake techs. Since I do plan on doing some races out of state and maybe at elevation, I really wanted to have some fuel injection. This is the TBI throttle body injection. This is the TX model, meaning it's a cross-country version. The TC is the motocross, TE is the enduro. This sits somewhere in between. So the motocross has air forks. I really wanted the spring forks since I am doing those enduro, longer lasting races. The suspension is tuned to be a little bit softer on the cross-country version versus the motocross bike. And I still do plan on riding motocross, so it'll be plenty capable for that, but my main riding these days has been on the trails. The engine might be tuned down just a smidge compared to the motocross version, but I'm not even 100% sure about that, so I'll have to fact check myself. But it is tuned up relative to the TE. The TE is the enduro model. It does have the headlight. It's got the oil pump. The engine's tuned a little bit different. The suspension is even softer. So overall, this is a perfect fit for me. It'll be plenty capable in motocross and enduros as well as hard enduros.
Besides, in 2024, the TX models come with two very distinct maps which are easily interchangeable and give the bike very different characteristics.
Anyways, without further ado, come check out my first ride on the TX300.
Woo! New bike day, baby! Oh boy! First ride on the Husky. Oh boy! Woo! This is amazing! Wow! I can carry fucking momentum. I can get into this. I can't even feel anything! Woo! Okay, so let's see if I can communicate some first impressions while you watch over some raw, unedited clips of my first ride on the TX300. Obviously, coming from the 125, this is quite a bit more power. I right away felt like I carried momentum in turns and never had to worry about where the bike was at in the RPMs, be able to keep my momentum moving forward. I was riding these trails in second gear, which starting on my second outing to the trails, I actually just stuck to third the whole time. Seeing as this was the braking period, I really didn't want to push it too much. and I really wanted to get a feel for what the handling would be like on this new bike. So I was totally okay with going slow, feeling how smooth the bike was, and just learning how this bike maneuvers. Something else I was really pleased with on this bike is the feel of the suspension. The feedback relative to the YZ125 was decreased significantly. I was going over little rocks, little roots, things like that with a lot more ease and confidence, knowing it wouldn't be bouncing off of them. Obviously, being a cross-country bike, the suspension is sprung a little lighter, which gives it a very nice feel. Really, it felt like I was riding on a cloud, and it felt similar to the first time I got on a fully suspended bike after riding a hardtail for quite some time. turn where I just did.
it's a long system, but at some point you'll see like an intersection.
Still this way?
Yeah. Have we seen an intersection? I guess there have been some, but yeah. This way there's going to be a point where you can get back out.
All right. I mean, we've been on here for like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been riding this loop a long time. We're probably almost done with the loop, right? We've been on it.
We have to be, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you think the loop is end that way?
Yeah.
I gotta get him off of this thing. So yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, you're right.
All right. They say this way, buddy.
Looking good.
Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, no worries. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, I love it. Wow.
Not at a 125 anymore.
Oh my, it's just so mellow,
Yeah.
but powerful. It rides so different, like the power's at the bottom, not at the top. I feel like on the 125, I'm always squirrely, you know?
Sure.
I'm just like, "Wah!" Sliding out everywhere. Here, I'm just like in control. I can come out of a corner and just relax. Put the throttle on, get up the hills.
Like, yeah. Are you mostly second or third or what gear?
Mostly second.
Yeah. Nice.
Towards the end, it opened up quite a bit, so I was able to stay in third a lot more.
Nice. How does the suspension and everything feel?
Dude, so good, honestly.
Good.
I didn't feel the bumps, the rocks, all that stuff. It just handled everything a lot more smoothly.
Yeah. It's also like a, I don't know how much more it actually weighs, but it's like a heavier type of bike. It's probably heavier, and then the engine has more like inertia, so it's gonna also ride a little heavier probably.
100%. Like going through the trees where it gets tight. On the 125, I'm just like, whoa, I can put it anywhere I want.
Right.
When I first ran into this in the trail, I was like, shit, I can't move.
Yeah.
You know? Like it just wants to go straight in a way.
Yeah.
So it's just a learning how to make it
Yeah,
how to make it
interesting
work.
to go back and forth between the two, assuming you ever ride your 125 again.
Oh, I will. Like I opened it up once, kind of in the back a little bit in third gear, and it's tuned so differently, you know.
Sure.
So it was almost underwhelming what it had at the top versus what it has at the bottom.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Which map are you on?
I don't even know. I didn't check. I might be on the mellow one.
I would say that if the mellow map is defined by having the power valve not all the way open, that would create that feeling of, you know, less on top for sure.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And it might just be the character of the engine or whatever too, but
Yeah.
that would be a factor.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Cool.
So you hit like one pretty muddy section and I was like, oh no, this new bike's so muddy.
Yeah.
If it's like a muddy day, it's like, this is gonna happen, but I was like, you
Yeah.
had a chance to keep it clean.
I know.
There wasn't really an option
No.
in that spot, but
And now it looks like a proper dirt bike. Woo. You're hauling.
yeah, you're keeping up. Yeah, I always rely on gnarly stuff to get an advantage on like anybody.
Yeah.
When it's smooth, like I was doing everything.
We're gonna stop looking like a fool.